My lord,
Is there anything?
my lord, I beg to mention item number 33, my lord. My lord, your lordship, when this was there is a miscellaneous case, my lord, for withdrawal of the some of the petitioners, they have got the job, my lord. So they don't want to press the
30?
they don't want to press the so far they are concerned.
Item number 33.
33, my lord, miscellaneous case is there.
You don't want to place that miss case.
No, in this case, they have sought for withdrawal of their names, striking down of the names from the
Okay. Wait for a few minutes. Let the mention be over. We'll do it.
yes.
Lordship, in item number 18, Lordship, we have filed an additional affidavit as part of that. And Lordship, matter may kindly be taken up before rising, Lordship, because our results have been withheld, Lordship. There is some urgency, Lordship.
Okay, let us see.
I beg to mention item number 7, my lord. The matter may be taken up after 24th April, my lord.
Okay. Under Priority Council Putra, this matter after answering the verification on a date to be fixed by the registrar.
After 24th.
I beg to mention item number 6, my lord. Kindly matter may be taken up at 2 p.m., my lord.
Why?
Well, first of all, my lord, Mr. Jayavardan has some difficulties.
We'll see. We cannot say. Second half matter, we do not know.
May I please, your
At
lordship,
least
your
for these
lordship.
3 days, 4 days, don't say about in.
I have
second half.
not briefed, my lord, with me.
We don't know. Let us see.
May I please, your lordship, I beg to mention item number 21. As the senior counsel, Mr. J. Roy is currently,
How is he now?
he is
Improving or
he's improving. There's slight improvement, your
any
lordship.
surgery is required? I've been told his
No,
surgery
no.
is not required.
No,
Medicine. will do.
surgery was not required.
Fine.
Your
When do you
lordship, after the Bihu vacation, your lordship. Such obliged.
After 4 weeks on a date to be fixed by the registrar.
Item 6, my lord, my friend is praying for at 2, my lord. We are seeking an accommodation today, my lord. Item 6.
Okay, let the matter reach. Not at this stage.
Wait, please.
Yes, Mr. Mahanta.
Item number 25, 26, 27. Lordship, kindly fix a date after Bihu vacation, Lordship. Today may not be possible, Lordship.
Second May.
2nd May, April, May. Obliged.
Borua. Aye.
Yes, my lord. The petitioner in the case, my lord, petitioner 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11,
Just a minute, I'll
12.
just note down.
Yes.
One,
1, 2, 3,
4.
yes,
Then
6,
after 4 it is 6. Then
6, 7,
Hmm.
8, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Their names to be stuck of the
Mr.
Devashish Dale.
Heard Mr. R.P. Sharma, Learned Senior Counsel, assisted by Mr. D. Dole, counsel for the applicants. Also heard Mr. B. Kaushik, Standing Counsel, Department of School Education for the response number, sorry, opposite party number 1, 2. E. Nayak, Standing Counsel, SSA Assam for opposite party number 3 and 4. Any CGC here?
CGC,
Okay,
my lord,
Mr.
I can accept.
You can accept?
Yes, my lord.
Planet CGC for the opposite party number 5. As read petitioners number 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, along with four others, referred the connected read petition being WPC number 355/2020. Claiming appointment as assistant teachers in Hindi being qualified in the selection process on merit in terms of the select list dated 24/08/2016. As they have passed special TET examination in Hindi in terms of the advertisement dated 21/01/2016, issued by the member secretary, State Empowered Committee for Secondary Education Assam, and to quash and set aside and quash the advertisement number RMSA/special date /842/2017/175 dated 13/11/2019, issued by the member secretary, State Empowered Committee for Secondary Education.
কালি দেউতা কলি কি কৈছে
আহিব
For filling up of post of graduate in classical teachers depriving them from such posts. The court in CWPC number 355/2020 28/01/2020 issued notice to the respondents therein and the said matter is still pending for adjudication. The applicants by this application, interlocutory application, look at the applicant, i.e. the petitioner number such and such variety of said application number 355/22. By this interlocutory application have prayed to strike off their names from the connected WPC number such and such 355/22. Which the counsels for the opposite parties have no objection. In view of the above, the name of the applicant figured at serial number 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 in the connected WPC number 355/2020 being deleted from the first title as they are not pressing this petition. They think they say WPC number such and such and equality. Accordingly, this interrogatory stands disqualified.
Obligement.
In view of the order passed, 355 the connected IC 6052-2023, the name of the read petitioners numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 पूरा पढ़ाएगा. They struck up from the first title. Registry shall accordingly renumber the petitioners in the first title. List after 4 weeks on a date to be fixed by the registry. WPC collective, huh? In the meanwhile, the respondents shall file their affidavits in the matter.
Obligement.
Lordship, a matter may be passed over for time being as a senior is on legs.
Just a minute. Matter relating to provincialization of music teachers in provincialized secondary schools is presently pending before the division bench. In view of the above, place this matter after disposal of those matters pending before honorable division bench. The petitioner is also allowed to mention this matter after disposal of such the connected matters, disposal of the connected matters pending before the honorable division bench. Need your senior for this thing?
Your Lordship.
So, yes, Mr. Mazumdar.
Lordship, in fact, it is a third round of litigation. The matter is relating to the compassion with appointment.
Yes, ma'am. Any information?
In earlier, I have submitted the Lordship of instruction.
There. Just.
Yeah.
The connected case, no?
Submitted the application on 28/2009.
Okay.
My instruction.
Please take your seats.
Lordship.
Mr. F.M. Mazumdar, Client Counsel, appearing for the petition. and Mr. B. Kaushik, Standing Council, Department of School Education, for the respondent number 1. Also heard. MS D. Das Bowman, Government Advocate Assam, for the respondent number 2
2 and 3.
Peruse the records of WPC number 4314/2010, as well as 4314/2010 within bracket link, disposed of on 06/08/2010, as well as WPC number 476/2022. Dismissed on withdrawal on 19/10/2022, both preferred by the petition. Petitioner hearing is aggrieved as her application for compassionate appointment under the die-in harness scheme has been rejected by the State Level Committee for Compassionate Appointment in its meeting held on 02/02/2013. Due to late submission of her application for such compassionate appointment. Brief facts of the case is that the husband of the petitioner, an assistant teacher in Saman Ali Lower Primary School, Hailakandi Education Block of District Hailakandi, died in harness on 20/07/2009. And that she applied for her compassionate appointment for the Deputy Inspector of Schools, Hailakandi, on 20/10/2009. As the there was inordinate delay on the part of the respondent authority. In considering her case for compassionate appointment, she preferred read petition being WPC number 4314/2010, praying for a direction to the respondent authorities therein to appoint her as a lower primary school teacher on compassionate ground. The court, after considering the matter by its order dated 06/08/2010, disposed of say WPC number 4314/2010. Directed the respondent authorities, more particularly the Deputy Inspector of Schools, Hailakandi, to place the case of the petitioner for her compassionate appointment before the district level committee for compassionate appointment, Hailakandi, constituted for the purpose by judgment and order dated 03/08/2006, passed in WPC number 3875/2005, within bracket Achyut Ranjan Das versus State of Assam and others, reported in 2006 for GLP 674 at the earliest. Pursuant to the same direction, the district level committee for compassionate appointment in its meeting held on 30/11/2012, recommended the name of the petitioner for her appointment on compassionate ground as an assistant teacher in upper primary school. Against the 95 numbers of vacancies of assistant teachers occurred during the year 2011 in the upper primary schools in the district of Hailakandi. But as they say, recommendation of the district level committee for compassionate appointment, Hailakandi, dated 30/11/2012, was not considered and was pending before the district level committee. Was pending without any response. The petitioner preferred the writ petition being WPC number 476/2022. During the deliberation of the said WPC number 476/2022, the respondent authorities placed committee that the respondent authorities more particularly SLC directly the respondent more particularly SLC to take necessary action ensuring that the said committee shall consider and take appropriate decision into the application of the petitioner for compassionate appointment in view of the recommendation made by the DLC in its meeting, DLC Hailakan, in its meeting held on 30/11/2012, wherein her name was recommended for appointment to the post of assistant teacher in upper primary schools, as noted above. Comma, taking into account the vacancy position identified by the district elementary education Hailakan. However, the petitioner, on receipt of the decision of the SLC dated 02/02/2013, rejecting her candidature for compassionate appointment due to late submission of her application, withdrew the said WPC number such and such 476 with a liberty to pray. Liberty to pray. Accordingly, by order dated 19/10/2022, said WPC number 476 of 2022 of the petitioner was dismissed on withdrawal with liberty as prayed. Hence this. From the perusal of the contentions made by the petitioner in her first writ petition 4314/2010, filed on 03/08/2010, is saying except making a statement that she filed a representation before the concerned officer of the Deputy Inspector of Schools, Hailakandi, she did not state at paragraph 5 as to when such application was filed by her before the concerned Deputy Inspector of Schools at Hailakandi, and as to when such application of the petitioner was duly received by the office of the Deputy Inspector of Schools, Hailakandi. Though she annexed a copy of the representation that she filed before the DIF Schools, Hailakandi, giving a date of 15/02/2010. That was without any receipt number of the concerned office. The contention made by the petitioner in her paragraph 5 in said WPC number 4314/2010 doesn't include any date as to when she filed such representation before the Deputy Inspector of Schools, Hailakandi, after the date of her husband on 20/07/2009. From perusal of the records of WPC number 476/2022, preferred by the petitioner, at para 3, she stated that she applied for her compassionate appointment on 20/10/2009. And this fact she did not state in her previous WPC number 4314/2010. The decision of the district level committee, Hailakandi, dated 30/11/2012, while considering the case of the petitioner and recommending her name for compassionate appointment against in upper primary school against 95 numbers of vacancies of assistant teachers occurred during the year 2011. Did not contain any date on which the petitioner filed her application for compassionate appointment. The district elementary education officer by its communication dated 02/02/2023 through the Standing Council Department of School Education. By communication number DEH-57/A/PT/2022-23. Apprised the court that when the case of the petitioner was placed before the district level committee for Hailakandi by the said authority, the date of submission for compassionate appointment with regard to the petitioner was shown as 28th of October 2012, whereas the concerned government employee, wife of the husband of the petitioner, expired on 20/07/2009. The remark, another remark column लिखा. WPC number 4314/2010 prepared by the petitioner was recorded. The said authority also said authority by the said communication dated 02/02/2023 submitted that for the purpose of her compassionate appointment, the petitioner earlier on 20/08/2009 submitted an application before the district level elementary education Hailakandi, district elementary education officer Hailakandi, on 20, huh? And it was received by the office of the DEO Hailakandi on 20/08/2009 itself. And that said application of the petitioner dated 20/08/2009 has been duly attested by the DEO Hailakandi on 02/02/2023. Considering these materials placed before the court by the respondent. The petitioner in her WPC number 4314/2022, sorry, 2010, categorically stated that after her the death of her husband, she lived with her matrimonial home with her father and mother-in-law, and she had no children from her husband, late husband. I know. It is also seen that the petitioner lost her matriculation in Bukit class 10, which sixty point 60.30%, and higher secondary and arts with 60.20%, as recorded by the district elementary education officer Hailakandi. Considering and threshold limited and for the agency, the interim decision of the state level committee for compassionate appointment dated 03, sorry, 02/02/2013, rejecting the case of the petitioner. Round of late submission of our application. Set aside cost. The Secretary to the Department of School Education shall now place the case of the petition for the state level committee for compassionate appointment on the basis of the recommendation made by the state level committee for Harakandi. Considering our application for compassionate appointment as of 20/08/2009 and shall consider it a part in accordance with law, intimating the petitioner about the outcome of said compassion. Petitioner shall furnish a certified copy of this order before the district level member secretary, Department of School Education. Forthwith. Honor before. 28th of April. Obtain necessary copy. Okay, representation. The above substances, this representation, this representation. Mr. Fawcett, ask the member secretary. Is the case of the petitioner before the case? My lord.
Please, your lordship. Lordship, this contempt petition is for non-compliance of the order dated 21/8/2019. The order is at page 11, lordship. Starts at page 11. The operative part is at page 14, lordship. The direction part.
Mr. Fawcett. Higher education, not your fault. Higher education.
Higher education.
Okay, we'll take it after something. Let us standing council higher education be here.
The impugn order at page 22, my lord, whereby the circle officer has attached the service of the petitioner in her office, which is blatantly against the page 21 in the government. My lord.
Will be representing higher education. Mr. Upaman, you will be representing higher education.
Yes, Lord.
Please wait. No, Mr. Page 22.
Page 22.
How is it possible?
It's an order of the circle officer.
How can it be possible?
We don't.
Can they enroll to the education department?
No.
In this case, a copy has not been charged to us.
Okay, it doesn't matter. You will just appear here. Heard Mr. B. Procrastor, counsel appearing for the petition. And Mr. P. Fawcett, standing counsel, Department of School Education, for the response numbers 1 to 5. Also heard MSD as Roman government educator, some 40 respondent number students.
কি proposal হিসেবে? মানে আৰু এখন এখন অৰ্ডাৰ উলিয়াইছিলে এতিয়া চবকে উল্টা ঘূৰাইহে পঠাব দিছিলে।
Pursuant to the proposal submitted by the Block Elementary Education Officer, Katigura Education Block, District Kachar. The Circle Officer and Executive Magistrate Katigura by order under number KCEN dot 2/2021-2022 dated 15/03/23. Requisition the service of the petitioner, head teacher of 1259 Lahamali Lower Primary School, the Katigura Education Block of District Kachar,
member secretary hai
and placed him at the disposal of the office of the Circle Officer and Executive Magistrate Katigura. Being agreed with the same, the petitioner has preferred this petition, placing an order of the Secretary to the Department of School Education, Assam, the memo number E238 736/309, whereby the authorities in the Department of School Education of the Government of Assam inform all concerned that as the primary responsibility of teachers is to impart education and knowledge in schools, the services of teachers can attach during different periods, in various urgent official duties in official institutions other than schools are no longer required, and that all the heads of the offices, including Inspector of Schools / DEO / PEO, are directed to release such teachers, if any, and revert them to their original place of posting in their respective schools before 25/03/2023, to enable the reverted teachers to report back to the respective schools prior to the upcoming of new academic session. List on 2004-2023. enabling the circle officer Katigora Revenue Circle, Katigora District Culture, respondent number 6, as well as the block elementary education officer Katigora Education Block, Katigora District Culture, to apprise the court about the status of attachment of the petitioner in the office of the circle officer and executive magistrate Katigora in terms of the order dated 15/03/2023 issued by the said authority. Petitioner shall serve such and such to Mr. Sir. Tomorrow after Mr. Chairman. Please. Mr. G.S. Bourbon. Mr. Gogoi, you are referring, this matter relates to principal in charge of.
Patidorong College, Lordship.
Let us know what is the status of
Lordship,
whether the regular principal has already taken over
Lordship,
charge
Lordship,
or
Lordship,
pursuant to the order of this court, whether the petitioner has been given the in charge.
Lordship, Lordship,
Will you able to tell us by next week?
Lordship,
Possible?
Lordship,
We'll have it on 11.
Lordship, Lordship.
On 11. Enabling the respondents in the higher education department. Enabling the director of higher education Assam to apprise the court about the status of compliance of the order dated 21/08/2019, passed in WPC number 6932/2014 regarding the principal and oblique or in charge principal of Patidorong College, Loach LOCH, District Kamrup. Petitioner shall serve 2 extra copies of the registry shall reflect the name of a copy of this order. Registry shall reflect the name of Mr. K. Gogoi, standing counsel and deposit copy of this order.
Obliged, Lordship.
Sir Abhaji, you are here.
Yes, my lord. My lord, I had some
Yes.
family matter. My lord, this is the case, my lord, where one case is coming tomorrow, as my lord has granted permission for listing tomorrow, 4th, the Suraj Sharma, where my lord has already observed that under a similar circumstances when already there was an order for holding the TET, why it was not held at that point of time in 443.
My lord, in the morning, I made a prayer for accommodating us today, my lord. We could not brief the senior standing counsel in this matter. He'll be appearing tomorrow or day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow, don't keep anything.
And more last date was already over.
When is the last date?
Last date is over.
28 to February.
13th of February.
You can have it on 10th also.
10th. My lord, only difficulties is that, my lord. Yes, everything is because now everything is picturized in digital platform. So I can tell the court also. When my lordship observed first time in Suraj Sharma's case, after that it has been started so promptly, everything within 48 hours, everything has been running. So 10th, I think, my lord, it will be a bit late. I think in the meantime, they will even give the appointments. Any other date, my lord?
Selection is over.
No.
Select list is not yet public.
Then how can you will give the appointment?
My lord, if my lord takes the matter day after tomorrow, I'll show the how fast it is going one after another. It is only 48 hours given to the applicants to do this and then do this. Now till yesterday, it was you have to give your choice.
Basically, when an advertisement is issued, all such candidates are always ready.
Yes.
48 hours is sufficient time. Why do you do that?
No, that is the reason I'm saying, like within that, after 48 hours, when the preferences of the district is given, Next 48 hours, they might give the appointment.
If anything such error come back to us, my name is case will consider.
My lord, only thing, may I make a small submission? I don't mind, my lord, 10, but let it be till tomorrow. If the other case which my lord has granted permission for listing, the miss case in Suresh Sharma's case, if that comes, my lord, then we can have both the cases. Otherwise, both will be
okay tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Mr. Abhinu, what is the WPC number? Suresh Sharma?
My lord, 443, my lord.
Also, for the time being, Lordship, my senior is Lexing protest.
Let's see what's the matter. Can you show us the recommendation of the district scrutiny committee?
Lordship.
Page.
Lordship. 76, Lordship.
What is the order passed in the case of WPC number 5364?
523 of the 21, Lordship, may see this honorable court has passed out of page 92.
No, there are two different writ petitions, right?
Lordship.
One by the petitioner and the other by the other teacher.
Lordship.
Right.
Common judgment is page 71. Lordship. Page 71 is the common order passed by this honorable court, Lordship, in the set of writ petition.
Both were by the petition.
Now, what is the order of 31st of August 2016?
Lordship will find page 49. It's 49 to 62, your Lordship.
61 last paragraph to দেখাই দিওঁ। Page 61 last paragraph.
Now just show us the provision of 2017 that it should be on the basis of seniority, not on the subject combination. Is there anything like that in the 2017 Act? Mr. Kaushik, with regard to high school, when the matter comes to the provincialization of service of science teacher, what is the procedure to be followed? For ME school, you can understand they are categorized. But what about the high school? Or any other above ME schools? Is there any provision like that?
Specifically, there is no provision as such, my lord, regarding the subject combination, my lord.
Then it has to be seniority.
Nahi.
So if you see, please come to page number 109.
109.
Is a new book.
Roman 5.
Section 3 itself will clarify everything. That it should have a recognition before 1/1/2006. Permission also from 1/1/2006. Then must have land its own name. Now, if you come to clause 5 of section 3.
Clause 5. It says about the enrollment of this.
Right. Then come back to the next page.
Roman 7.
Then Roman 7.
Including core subject in case of venture high school or venture high school or venture senior secondary school. But if Roman 7 is seen, my lord, that it talks about the venture school, my lord.
It's a venture high school only.
Yes.
For
But
provincialization.
but here in this case, one of the petitioner schools were provincialized. Their services were left.
Provincialized under the old act.
Old act. Old act.
If it is the old act, then please come to page number 62.
61 last paragraph.
62. Third paragraph. Read from the above.
From the above, it is thus evident that as per division bench judgment of this court, claim to provincialize in category of assistant teacher science would be on the basis of a seniority and not on the basis of subject combination.
If it is,
and all the repetitions accordingly disposed in the above terms by directing the competent authority as prescribed under section 10 of the Provincialization Act to consider the rival claims.
Kaushik, this particular paragraph.
Yes.
This particular observation by the learned single does attain finality.
Yes.
Now, the district scrutiny committee's decision is not in conformity with this.
Yes.
So what will happen?
Because otherwise, this it is no more res integra.
When
That division bench decision, it has also been followed in subsequent several decisions of this.
So necessarily, the decision of the district scrutiny committee made on 4th of December 2020 will it survive?
Only minute melody is seen, melody.
There is a clear finding by the district scrutiny committee that the petitioner is senior to the private respondent.
My lord.
Whose service is required to be provincialized? Lamar, where is the order of WPC 4259?
Lordship will find page 70 Lordship. Page 71 Lordship.
No, this particular order also clearly reveals about the order passed in the earlier petition.
Lordship.
Against the district
Yeah,
committee,
another
members, they
order of
preferred a appeal. And your lordship observed in page 92, lordship's order. Being aggrieved by this minutes of the district committee, my lord, they preferred an appeal at page 78 under section 14. Thereafter, WPC 523, 2021.
It was disposed of by this court, yes.
This
Then what
was
happened?
Taking note of the minutes of the district level committee, para 94 is the operative part, Lordship. That is the observation.
And it was left open for the appellate body to decide on the
Initially, because it was pending before it.
my lord.
Then
And Lordship, minutes of the committee, the state level committee meeting was held on 13/12/2019. Lordship, page C, the annexes, page 96 is the communication, Lordship. Here, on the basis of the minutes of the meeting dated 13/12/2019 is a reference here mentioned. The service of the party respondent is going to provincialized Lordship. Page 16 is the 97, page
serial number
16, Lordship. Again to the party respondent, Lordship, keeping aside the grievance of the present petitioner.
Page 96 is the communication whereby the inspector has been asked to re-verify again.
On the that re-verification on the basis of the minutes of the state level committee, Lordship, reference subject may see minutes of the meeting held on 13/12/2022, Lordship.
The meaning thereby that minutes has not been given a finality, my lord. Page 96.
Mr. L. Mohan, counsel appearing for the petition. And Mr. B. Kaushik, standing counsel, Department of School Education. The response number 1, 2, 4, 6, and 6. As well as MSD Das Bhavan, Government Advocate Assam for the response number 5. It's a rule returnable by 6 weeks. As such and such, no formal notice, petitioner shall by tomorrow offering necessary acknowledgement. Steps on the response number 7. The register court will hear tomorrow. Further steps on the response number 7 by Trustee Friday, personal assistance. File an affidavit to take any complete vertigo until further order of the court. The service of the response number 7 shall not be provincialized in terms of the decision of the decision communicated by the Director of Secondary Education Assam Kahalipara. No communication number.
Lordship, communication number, Lordship, page 90. Lordship, there is number only date 2/3/2023, Lordship.
As a science teacher, at Muridhar Bohumukhi High School, Hemaji, as a science assistant teacher in the district of Hemaji, in terms of the minutes of the state level committee in its meeting held on 13/12/2022, impugned in the present petition as Annexure 16.
Obliged, Lordship.
Yes, Mr. Rahman.
Mayor Lordship, in action on the part of the respondent Lordship, what happened in this case, Lordship, petitioner was appointed as a lecturer in Naharkutia College in 1988. After 7 years, she became the senior lecturer. Thereafter, she was on medical leave from 27/1/2005, and again she joined on 15/6/2005. Then from 27/2005 to 25/10, again she was again undergoing some health deteriorate, that's a medical ground. So thereafter, so she was continued. Is there any earlier order of the court? No, there's no order. Heard Mr. H. Rahman, learned senior counsel, assisted by
Ms. P. Agarwal.
counsel for the petition. Also heard Mr. P. Upamenyu. P. Upamenyu, right?
D.
P.
Yes, sir.
Standing counsel clarification
1 and 2.
for the respondent numbers 1 and 2. Three and 4 will take private response. 3 and 4 private. Will take steps. Continuous representation for continuous representation. Just so at present I don't know my status. But as per my date of birth, I am superannuated. Petitioner was a lecturer, a senior lecturer in economics at Naharkutia College, Naharkutia. But because of her medical ailment, since 26/10/2005, she could not attend the said college. Though from time to time, the principal of Naharkutia College directed the petitioner to provide her signature for pay fixation, etc. But she could not attend the college because of her medical ailment. By communication dated 04/03/2011, principal of Naharkutia College informed the petitioner to be present before the Standing Medical Board, Assam Medical College Hospital, Dibrugarh on 15/03/2011. Relating to our medical ailment and treatment. Was undergoing. But in spite of her appearance before the said Standing Medical Board on 15/03/2011, she did not receive any information. It is submitted by the petitioner that in spite of her intention and letter of joining before the principal of Naharpatia College, she was not allowed to join her duties. By a communication dated 18/12/2017, the petitioner prayed for voluntary retirement from her service. After joining her duty in the said college, if pensionary benefits are given to her as per the revised pay commission report. In that regard, the principal of Naharpatia College on 2011-2020 informed her that the principal of the college is not the authority to accept her voluntary retirement. And that it is the in the said letter dated 2011-2020, the petitioner was informed that she remained unauthorizedly absent in her duties since 27/01/2005. By another communication dated 13/01/2023, principal of Naharpatia College informed the petitioner that disciplinary issue with regard to her service. Please take your seats. In Naharpatia College for her unauthorized absence is presently pending, has already been submitted along with the record before the Director of Higher Education, Assam, and is under purview of the said authority. The petitioner on 15/02/2023 submitted a representation before the Director of Higher Education, Assam, for regularization of her leave period from 27/01/2005 in Naharpatia College, and regularization of her leave period, and to pay her salary with effect from 26/09/2010 till her deemed superannuation and retirement benefits, etc. Considering the fact that petitioner on 26/09/2010 submitted her willingness before the principal of Naharpatia College to join her service, which was not considered by the said authority. as nothing progressed and the matter is still pending before the Director of Higher Education Assam, the petitioner has preferred as noted above with regard to her seat representation dated 15/02/2022. The petitioner has preferred the said petition. It's a rule returnable by SEC. And such and such no formal notice. Petitioner shall take step which by tomorrow service on the responsibility. Response number 3 and 4 by registered post utility providing the correct. Want to take dusty service? Dusty will do.
Dusty
In addition to the above, dusty.
be allowed to custom, a minor correction is
Pendency
required.
of this petition shall not be a bar for the Director of Higher Education Assam to dispose of the representation of the petitioner dated 15/02/2023 as well as the disciplinary proceeding initiated against the petitioner. Pending before the same.
On the post titles of some
Correct.
correction
Put it
is
your not yours, yours. Yes, Mr. Ganguly, what happened?
My lord, page 38, my lord, the impugned letter has been issued by the principal of my college. I am a senior assistant, my lord. Now, after 30 years of service, they say that your date of birth is sought to be altered. Now, my lord, as far as this letter is concerned, this is based upon a letter of the SEBA, which is at page 41. And as far as the HSLC and HSSLC, my date of yes, please. No, as far as the
Where is
SEBA
the letter?
documents, letter is at page 38. This is the letter, my lord. The letter has unilaterally fixed my date of superannuation that has been preponed as 31st January 2024. And otherwise, my lord, I am supposed to retire on 31st of May 2028, my lord. And
When did you join service?
my lord, 1993, my lord. And my lord, this letter is based on the letter of the SEBA. As far as HSLC and HSSLC is concerned, my lord, my date of birth is 12 January 1964. That is not disputed, my lord. And at the time when I joined service, my lord, in 1993, I submitted the birth certificate, my lord, which birth certificate is at page 28. This was submitted, my lord, along with the other documents, and the entry in my service book is 23rd May 1968. That is why in all the 30 years of service till today, my lord, my date of retirement is 31st May 1968. I'm sorry, 2028. Now, if your lordship will kindly come to the birth certificate, my lord, that is at page 28. This was acquired prior to my joining service. It is not a document procured, my lord, which is after joining service. And this was issued on 27th April 1992, my lord. And it is, my lord, it shows my date of birth as 23rd of May 1968. And based on these, all my other documents, PAN, Aadhaar, my NPS, my lord, the pension card, all other documents are, my lord, showing the date of birth as 23rd May 1968. Now, my lord, at the fag end almost of my service, they have written to the HSLC, to the SEBA on the basis of my HSLC document. Admittedly, my HSLC document shows, my lord, 12 January 1964. This, my lord, after 30 years of service and the entry in the service book, and without even approaching the DHE, they are not the competent authority, my lord, to unilaterally, my lord, fix my date of superannuation at all. And my lord, for all these 30 years, I have been relying on the birth certificate. They have also been relying upon. And now they say, my lord, that it is preponed by 4 years. I have taken a loan, my lord, that I am supposed, my lord, to pay by 2028 in my service period.
This
Lordship, may I
birth
have a look at
certificate, where is
page
the receipt
38?
number?
Lordship.
In the birth certificate, page
Yes.
number 28, where is the receipt number?
Receipt number. There is a registration number, 689.
Registration is fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Where is the receipt number?
Receipt of what? The authority.
See, this certificate will have threefold certificates.
Lordship.
One is given to the applicant.
Yes.
And one goes to the department and one gives to the issuing authority.
Yes, ma'am.
So it has a counterfoil number. Where is the number? Receipt number.
That,
You compare it with other birth certificates. You'll know
Yes,
what
ma'am.
is there, what is not there.
yes, ma'am, but this was admittedly submitted at the time of joining service and accepted, and on the basis of this birth certificate, and it is not the contention of the authority that this birth certificate is fake or forged or anything. Ma'am. And this was not acquired after joining service. This was submitted. This was acquired prior to joining service, 1 year prior to that. And on the basis of this, the service book entry was made, and my date of birth was fixed as
What is the date of issue of this?
27th of April 1992.
That was the registration. number.
Date of registration. Because the originally
When it
submitted.
was
to the
issued?
authority. Lordship.
There will be issuance number. When it was issued.
No date. The original is with the authority. I have only a photocopy of it. And it was submitted and kept with the service book. And if your lordship sees,
But Mr. A. Ganguly, counsel for the petitioner. And Mr. D. Upamendul, understanding counsel higher education for the respondent numbers 1 and 2. For proper adjudication of this case, the Board of Secondary Education Assam, represented by its secretary, as well as the Health and Family Welfare Department, be implemented as respondent numbers 5 and 6. Is this matter on 11th? Showing the names of newly implemented respondent numbers along with the standing orders. That's the name of this list, 5 and 6. In the meanwhile, petitioner shall serve a copy of this petition, including the annexes appended to the Standing Council of SEPA, Board Member Savali, Mr. T.C. Sutia / D.K. Roy, as well as Standing Council Health Department.
Lordship, I can accept, Lordship.
For health,
For health, yes, Lordship.
you are also Standing Council.
Yes, Lordship.
Mr. Sachin, sir, accept. Just according.
Lordships are listed on 11th
of April.
Highly honored.
Public.
See, this petition also similar to under age law. As the school is different law.
Same decision.
Same law.
Same
decision.
serial
Serial
number?
number 27.
Go to team match learning, non-money match learning. Non-money match. Non-money ke deliver. This is also science teacher?
Lordship.
No, this is assistant teacher arts.
No, Lordship. Page 20, serial number 27.
27.
Lordship.
Science teacher.
Science.
Assistant teacher science. তুমি লিখুন দাদা পড়ি একটু মারি চেক করলে সেম অর্ডার একটু নন মিনিলে পঠিয়ে দিই
Please, your lordship. Lordship may pass over the matter for the time being.
Lordship, there is a representation, Lordship, at page 40 and 41, Lordship. That can be disposed of, Lordship.
Lordship, the matter pertains to a relaxation of my age. I'm only overage by 7 days.
When is the last date of submission of application?
27 March 2023.
What is the last date?
Lordship, on 5th, they already called
I've
for
applied.
interview.
Advertisement.
My name is already.
Lordship, my name is already there in the list of candidates.
Page 37, serial number 143.
At page 37, Lordship.
Page 32. 30. After the interview.
On page number?
Page number 37, Lordship. Serial number 143.
143 serial number.
Petition.
Lordship, the interview is already scheduled for 5th of April.
He's been called for
That
the
is day
interview,
after
Lordship.
tomorrow, and he's been called for the
But
interview.
there is
also.
an apprehension that he may not be allowed, Lordship, since he is overage by 7 days, Lordship.
What's your good name?
You, Sharma.
Counsel for the petitioner. And Mr. D. Upomennu, standing counsel, Belton Cavalier Department, for the respondent numbers.
1 to 4, all the respondents.
For all the official respondents, number 1 to 4. Pursuant to an advertisement issued by the Chairman of Medical and Health Recruitment Board, Assam, on 21/01/2023, the petitioner come up. A dental surgeon, put in bracket likha, periodontology, P capital ERIODONTOLOGY, serving as a dentist on a contractual basis under the Hospital Management Society Government, Ayurvedic College and Hospital since 01/03/2021. For the post of lecturer. You're applying for the post of lecturer, right?
Lecturer in government dental colleges under the MERD, Medical
The
Education.
government dental colleges under the Medical Education and Research Department.
Department
Applied for the post.
Pedontics and oral implantation.
By 20/03/2023, the Secretary of the Medical and Health Recruitment Board, Assam, called her, placed her name among the selected candidates for a post of interview.
Yes, Lordship.
or interview for the post of lecturer in government delivery college such and such, as noted above. Wherein her name, regarded serial number
143. 143. At page 37.
is 143, serial number 143. The interview for the said selection is fixed on 05/04/2023. Petitioner is apprehending that as he is overaged by 7 days in terms of the said advertisement dated 21/01/2023, noted above as on that as on 1st January.
Yes, Lordship, 2023.
2023, as his date of birth is 25/12/1984, comma, he may not be called for the interview and oblique, or he may not be selected for the said post being overrated. It is brought to the notice of the court. The petitioner brought to the notice of the court that the application of the petitioner dated 23, submitted before the chairman, Medical and Health Recruitment Board, Assam, dated on 23/03/2023, as well as recommendation dated 27/03/2023 for a relaxation of his overage, submitted before the Commissioner Secretary, Government of Assam, the Medical and Education and Research Department, Guwahati, duly received by the said office on 27/03/2023 itself, is pending for consideration. Issue notice returnable by as such and such, no comment on this petition as such. In the interim, the petitioner, as petitioner's application has been accepted by the authorities in the Medical and Health Recruitment Board, Assam, pursuant to the advertisement dated such. He shall be allowed to participate in the selection process, including interview of lecturer. However, the
Recruitment.
any such selection and recruitment to the post of professor, lecturer, the in Government Dental College under Medical Education and Research Department.
Department of Periodontics and Oral Implantology.
Where is it?
Lordship, it is in the synopsis.
In the advertisement, is it there?
Yes, Lordship.
Yes, Lordship.
Serial number?
At 1, 2, 3.
Serial number, what is the serial number? Page number 24.
Lordship, 25.
Serial number 5.
Serial number
Lecturer in
5.
the periodontology and oral implantology.
Shall be subject to the outcome of his selection and the decision taken by the authority concerned regarding relaxation of his overage. Yes, what is there here?
Paragraph 17
Ah.
of the order, page number 14. Therefore, in view of the above decision, the notification dated 3/5/1951, which is the OM, is holding the field as on date. It is fairly submitted by the state councils that no subsequent notification has been issued, either modifying or cancelling or repealing the earlier rule dated 3/5/1951. Therefore, this court is of the considered opinion that the respondent authority has failed to exercise its power while dealing with the application for relaxation of age.
Pendency of this repetition shall not be a bar for the Commissioner Secretary, Government of Assam, in the Medical Education and Research Department to consider and dispose of the representation of the petitioner regarding the relaxation of the overage submitted on 27/03/2023, communicating him about the outcome of the same.
My lord, I appear for the petitioner in this case, my lord. 1 week time to file.
Just But Mr. SK, just consider appearing for the application. Plus respondent number 5. Connected WPC number 1660 of 2020. Mr. Who is appearing for the your appeal? Mr. SMT SST Standing Council, Department of School Education, Secondary Party respondent numbers, opposite party numbers 2, 3, 4. Mr. Ayala, Standing Council NCT for the opposite party number, as well as Mr. Ayat Sefer, Council for the opposite party number 1 / state petitioner. SMT SST opposite party number 2 to 4 listener. Respondent numbers 1 to 3. Complicated. And Mr. Mr. Al, standing counsel NCP for the opposite party number 5. Public, respond number 4 in the connected. By this application, the opposite party, the applicant slash opposite party number 5 have played for alteration, modification, vacation of the ex parte interim order 2303/2023 passed connected WPC number 1663 of the 2023, serving a copy of the same on the opposite parties on 30/03/2023. Mr. Sekhar, counsel for the opposite party number 1/petition, pressed for some time to file its reply. The affidavit the same interpretary application filed by the applicant slash respondent number 5. They are allowed list on 10.
10. So no consequential order has been passed. Also. That observation may kindly be given because
Either vacate, modify, whatever it is.
Obligation. Also, in this case, as per the direction of the Honorable Court, we have filed the additional affidavit to bring on record, Lordship, the notice issued by the school authority, wherein, Lordship, the annual examination, Lordship, results have been withheld. The students and the poor parents are put to tremendous mental torture, Lordship. Few parents who have been able to pay the fees, their results have been declared, and our results have been withheld, Lordship. Lordship may kindly come to my additional affidavit, Lordship.
Come to that later. Mr. Sekhar, whether these schools, the fees are fixed by the government?
Lordship,
Fees are fixed.
this
by
is
the
not
government?
fees. These are not fees. This is school development fund. I have the chart. It is running in the same way that Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan schools are running under a society. And what they are trying to say that we are violating the RTE Act, Lordship, that may not be correct because we have other schools in place. These are schools which are developed as a model school where the course will be under CBSE and the medium of instruction will be English. We are not charging any fees from anybody except we are taking 300 rupees per month for school development fee, and there is a specific guideline for what purpose this money is taken. These are the additional facilities which will be provided to the students. So I'd like to file a detailed affidavit so that Lordship will get a complete picture of the actual situation. The way same thing is done in ABS. I'm just giving one comparison chart. Comparison chart of fee structure of Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan KVS and others of Vidyalaya Sangathan AVS. AVS is Assam, Kendriya Vidyalaya Central. Admission fees, Kendriya Vidyalaya is charging 25 rupees, AVS nil. Readmission fees, KVS is charging 100 rupees, AVS nil. Tuition fees per month, neither Kendriya Vidyalaya nor we are taking. Class 9 and 10 boys, KVS is charging 200 rupees, AVS nil. 11, 12 commerce and humanities, Kendriya Vidyalaya is charging 300, AVS nil. Identically, 11, 12 science boys, KVS is charging 400 rupees, AVS nil. Computer fund nobody is taking. Class 3 onwards, Kendriya Vidyalaya is charging 100 rupees. That is computer fund, Lordship. Class 3 onwards, 100 rupees by KVS, AVS nil. Computer science fees for elective subject in class 9 and 11 and 12, 150 by KVS and AVS nil. School development fund, Kendriya Vidyalaya calls it Vidyalaya Vikas Nidhi. They are charging 500 rupees. In Assam, we have called it School Development Fund, SDF, 300 rupees. So now whether this fund can be taken or not under the RTA, that is the only question of law. Whether these students are not being able to appear or their marks were withheld or results were, that is not the main issue, Lordship. The issue is, Lordship, whether this fund can be collected by the school management committee or not. So for that, Lordship, I would like to place the complete facts through an affidavit, and this will be an issue relating to law. Whether the Constitution as well as the RTA Act of 2009 permits us to take this or not. If it is not allowed to take us, we'll have to close the schools. These schools are specifically made in pursuance to the impugned order of a cabinet decision of 2021, Lordship, September. And these schools are providing just to have a equal level playing footing for the students in terms of the other English medium schools, Lordship. It is not, it is an optional thing for the parents to give admission of their wards in these particular schools.
Okay.
And 20% of the students are not required to pay any fees. If the students, which my learned friends, clients are the parents, Lordship, they can also apply for waiving of their fees also. That provision is also there.
Probably Mr. Sisti, we get the information from this particular Adarsh Vidyalaya Chhenga Borpeta. How many of its students have already deposited towards the school development fund?
Hardly few have. He is representing very few students. Number one,
we want to know.
We'll place that also. We are on the job to get the complete facts. And some of the parents are not actually given consent to file this writ petition also. That information has also come to us. I think it is more a political case than an actual case really facing the hardship here. So Lordship will kindly give us 2 weeks time. We'll file a detailed affidavit because ultimately Lordship will have to decide a purely question of law.
No, that one thing is a little disturbing because earlier it seems a notice was issued by the headmaster of the school, Adarsh Vidyalaya. Those who have not paid, their results will not be declared. And but of course, notice was given to them earlier, which they have not complied with.
Also, may I submit one thing, Lordship? This has been done from the middle of the session. It was not from the first. It was imposed only suddenly from the month of October. So parents of no knowledge that this SDF fund will be imposed in the mid-session. Otherwise, they could have, those parents who could not pay, they could have taken out their wards from the schools and give admission in provincialized and government schools also.
What are the facilities you are getting in the school?
No, Lordship, that even the 20% fees exemption is also not done, Lordship. Lordship, I have given one example. Lordship may kindly consider my additional affidavit. One fact, Lordship, this person, he has not, that 20% exemption has not been able to catch in, Lordship. Case 83, Lordship. I have given one example. Lordship, may I read that particular paragraph, Lordship?
Just a minute, just. Petitioner number 1 is not yet registered, Mr. Das.
But they have come as a parents also. Their sons are studying in the Adarsh Vidyalaya. I have given the details. So they can also be considered as a petitioner. Lordship, will find that Annexure 1. I have given the parents and the name of the petitioners and their what studying in which class and which school. From Annexure page 32 onwards, Annexure 1. Lordship.
Heard. Mr. Asket Aslan, counsel for the petitioners. And Mr. D. Sekia, learned Assam. Assisted by Mr. SMP Sister, standing counsel, Department of School Education. For the respondent numbers. One,
1, 2,
MS
3,
Leaders
5,
Government.
6, 7, 8.
Assisted by MS Leaders Government. For respondent number 7. One and 7. Also assisted by Mr. for 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. Matter pertains to imposition decision of the Adarsh Vidyalaya Sangathan Assam. In its review meeting held on 17/07/2022, pertaining to imposition of a monthly fee of rupees 300 per month or the students of all functional Adarsha Vidyalaya located in different educationally backward blocks of Assam issued from the academic session 2022-23 towards the school development few of such others Vidyapits under the said Sangathan by order number AVS oblique SDF oblique 2022 oblique 01 oblique 315 dated 09/11/2022. The petitioners submitted that the respondent others Vidyalaya Sangathan Lalika others the Vidyalaya Sangathan AVS Assam by imposing such fee of rupees 300 have violated the provisions of right to education Act and such. Whereas Mr. Saikia, Learned Advocate General Assam, on the other hand, submit that AVS is just like the Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, and it has decided to impose a monthly fee of rupees 300 per month, for each student as school development fee within bracket STF, giving an exemption of such fees for students belonging to the economically most deprived families up to 20% of the students. And such collection of fee towards the school development fee is not in violation of any provisions of the Right to Education Act. Right. Mr. Saikia, what is that the contention of the petitioner regarding imposition of fee of rupees 300 is totally irrelevant, as such fee is required to be collected only for the school development fund, where the principal of the Adarsha Vidyalaya
May I just give this, for what purpose this can be used? We have comprised serial number 9. For only this purpose, this amount will be utilized.
Personally responsible for ensuring the actual economic status of applicant students for availing in that regard, Mr. Saikia placed the reason for collection of school development fund as decided by the AVS as follows. 9 or 1. Mr. Saikia, Learned Advocate General for the summons to bring all these facts by way of an affidavit. He prays for some time. On the other hand, Mr. Das representing the council for the petitioners, whose children are studying in Adarsh Vidyalaya at Gonokkosi district, Borpeta, submitted that as their what haven't paid, as the SDF amount of rupees 300 haven't been paid by most of the students, their results have been withheld, and they could not take admission for the next higher class. Issue notice returnable by 2004-2023.
Lordship, already notice was issued earlier.
Okay. Was it issued?
Yes, Lord. Lordship has said only Gonokkosi. Lordship, there are 5 schools, even Gonokkosi, Pakabetbari, Changa, Gomafulbari, and Mondia. Lordship,
Where is the parents list?
in my additional affidavit, I have notice was issued, Lordship, on notice was issued on 17/2023.
Please come to your paragraph 2. Mr. Kahar. Okay, 5 different schools. Gonokkosi. Which are those? Which are those Vidyalayas?
Gonokkosi, Lordship.
Name the.
Yes, I have named. Gonokkosi Adarsh Vidyalaya, Pakabetbari Adarsh Vidyalaya.
Where is it?
In my repetition is also there, and in my additional affidavit also there, page 84 also.
In the repetition page.
Running page, repetition also.
In the repetition.
Page 13 also. Five numbers of Adarsh Vidyalayas are functioning, while 9 other Adarsh Vidyalayas are functioning in the district of Nalbari. And names Pakabetbari, paragraph 15, page 18. Page 18, paragraph 15. That the petitioners beg to state that even during the process of 20% fees exemption, no any criteria was followed by the schools. The principal of the schools even prevented them from applying, saying that you do not fall into the criteria and not required to apply. For example, in Pakabetbari Adarsh Vidyalaya, there are more than 700 students, wherein only 54 parents were allowed to apply for seat exemption. And finally, seat exemption was given only to 16 number of students. Then
where is the other school?
Adarsh Vidyalaya Sangha,
Where is there?
paragraph 16.
Where is other
Paragraph, page 19, paragraph 16.
You have
For
not
instance,
given the
one
list. You have not given the list which are the schools of Borpeta district. Now, Senga, what is the 4th one? Where is the 4th one? Where is such notice issued by Gonokkosi Adarsh Vidyalaya?
Sorry, Lordship.
There are 5 Adarsh Vidyalayas, right?
Yes.
We found Senga. We
Lordship,
found
may kindly take
Paka
my,
Bedwari and Mandi.
Lordship, may kindly take my additional affidavit.
Will not take it on. Where is in the writ petition? You have mentioned 5 schools. Where are those 5 schools?
In the very second paragraph, I have stated.
Wherever those, kindly name them in your petition. Show it us.
Yeah.
Where are those schools?
Paka Bedwari, your Lordship will find that
We
paragraph
have
6.
found
Space
Paka Bedwari, Senga and Mandia. Where are the others 2?
Gomokul Bari.
Where is which paragraph you have said? That those 2 schools have issued notice to you for your children.
Paragraph 14, your Lordship will find Mandia, Lordship.
That we have already recorded. We have recorded Paka Bedwari, Senga and Mondia. Whether the other 2 schools. So was the notice issued by those 2 schools? New writ petition.
Paragraph 18, Lordship, Gonok.
Paragraph 18.
Once a memorandum was submitted by the President Secretary.
That is not the issue. Memorandum will not do. We want the action taken by those schools.
Lordship, this writ petition was filed before the
See, you have
notices
named-
were issued, Lordship. One notice I have annexed in my writ petition. The other notices I have got on record by way of an additional affidavit, Lordship. May kindly consider, Lordship. My one notice, Lordship, I have annexed in my writ petition, Lordship. May kindly say.
Mr. Saikia,
Lordship. Page 49,
notice
Lordship.
was already issued on February, returnable by 20th March. But anyway,
We have
we are
received
in
all the
April.
instructions. Then Lordship will kindly give us 2 weeks time to file the affidavit in that
We
case.
can fix it on either on today's, forget these 2 weeks. 25th. File your affidavit by 25th.
Lordship.
Lordship, if your Lordship is not inclined to stay, the imping notice, Lordship, may kindly give us a
I
direction,
have
Lordship.
also
to-
raising the objection regarding
to-
the mental law writ petition in the present form.
Lordship, the results should not be which are, Lordship. So the careers of the students should not be, Lordship.
Any such admission of the what the petition shall be considered in the higher class.
Lordship, already, Lordship, the admissions will be have already started, Lordship. Few students' results have been declared and our results have been withheld, Lordship. Those parents who are, Lordship, may kindly consider this aspect, Lordship. The Lordship, those parents who are not unable to pay the fees from October, and they have also imposed late fine. Lordship, let them declare the result, Lordship. That observation may kindly
We
give.
have it on 25th.
25th, Lordship, the admission will start from the 1st of April, Lordship.
Pass the order, don't worry.
Deeply obliged.
Then your Lordship will reject my interim prayer, Lordship. Then
Please along with higher.
Lordship may kindly consider this aspect, Lordship. The admission has already started
We
from
have it on 25th.
25th, Lordship. The session will start from April 1st.
You are
week,
aware of
Lordship.
the students.
My matter will become influxless, Lordship.
We'll pass necessary order. Don't worry. We are concerned about the students, not the parents.
If your Lordship is concerned, Lordship, then Lordship may kindly say that.
Mr. Das.
Lordship, all right.
Yes, Mr. Dubey.
My lord, we'll have a look at your lordship's order dated 17/2, my lord. Lordship has directed the authorities to file and bring an instruction as regard the marks. But we had 2 grievances, my lords. They have not been transparent in their entire process.
They have filed an affidavit.
Yes, my lord, but my lord, I had sought time because on that very day, my lord, they filed, and I had sought for time to file reply. In fact, not going through the reply, my lord, affidavit, but
Point out.
we don't need any reply to be filed.
Do
to
not
this.
to find a reply.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
Then tell us from this affidavit.
yes, my lord, there is no disclosure as regard marks. If your lordship would see the affidavit, it would seem that means an subjective satisfaction has been arrived at
though in the affidavit they have taken a stand that due to COVID, they only held oral interview, not the written test. And still they don't disclose whether any marks have been given. And they only say that the interview panel has recommended, but we don't know at what basis they have recommended. And they again say that there is no unfairness.
My lord. My senior certificate is on legs, my lord, and photo number.
But one thing that is very clear, you have invited applications for all category of students, right? And then including those students who are full-time students of the IIT. While selecting the candidates, do you have invited applications for other categories? We have decided to give admission only for those 3 students who are your students, the regular students. Because there is in the application you have shown the categories for which the advertisement was issued, right? There has to be some basis for selection. The petitioner is fully entitled to know, as we have said earlier, what basis she could not be considered. There was no written examination, only oral interview. Why are you feeling shy to disclose the things? What is the matter of what is hiding? That is the reason. There has to be some reason for you to disclose this facts.
My lord, does that mean Mr. Atkakoti is leading in this case, my lord? He is on legs in courtroom number 7. If that could be case
We
being fixed on
from 25th of May.
25th of May, April.
My lord, I am referring to order dated 15/11/2022. SLC report is to be produced. My lord.
This instruction submitted by you, Ms. Popa. Had this process been initiated earlier as provided in the Act, this itself discloses what to do. Here you have stated the Elementary Education Department, the state level selection committee have said.
Yes.
Found the original records of all related cases from this office record room and prepared a list of junior language tutors whose services were provincialized as language tutor by depriving the social science teacher due to incorrect submission of the district scrutiny committee recommendation through email by the DO Dhubri. Now, what is the duty of the state level scrutiny committee? As per the Act, what is the duty of the state level scrutiny? Kindly read.
produce.
The state level scrutiny committee shall have to cause physical verification of all institutions and will also inspect all documents and records produced before it and call for other records and documents.
Subsection
Manner.
11
Minor.
of section 13 clearly indicates. So this was not done. This was not done. It is not the case with this school. There are numbers of cases are pending. For all these cases you have not done. We can understood that this is due to inadvertence. What about the other method? It's good. Court is also earning the fee. Lawyers are also earning their right livelihood. But what about these authorities? How will you defend it? The things which you should have done earlier at that point of time, which you have not done, giving rise of these litigations. What will you do? So, the director, elementary education, joint director or deputy director who was in the committee, and the nominated member of the administrative department. They'll deposit 10,000 each to Legal Aid Service Committee of the High Court for not doing their duties in terms of the subsection 11 of section 13 of the 2017. This is a clear admission, right? Do that.
I mean,
What else then? Now, on 12th of December, you found that the case of the petitioner was not considered, whereas the case of the private respondent was considered for provincial. Now we are in April. What is happening? This communication is of 1st of April, last Saturday. Decision was taken by you on 12th of December, 2022. It's almost 3.5 months. What is the status? What is the status?
as per this report, we are going to cancel all
You
that.
should have asked the authority what is the status. They are telling us what happened 3 months back. They're not saying about what is happening now. Have you stopped this officer, this particular private respondent from working? You have not stopped his work, right? You have not said that he's illegally done or whatever is done. Then till the private respondent renders his service in terms of his provincialization, you are supposed to pay his service, supposed to pay his whatever salary. He's a tutor, right? Fixed pay of certain amount. Now, how will you pay the petitioner? Because it is of your fault. The petitioner was deprived from provincialization. You are supposed to pay him from the date when this person was provincialized. Where from you will pay? Because of not doing your act properly. Likha. Subsection 10 of section 13 2017 provides that there shall be a state level scrutiny committee at state level for verification of recommendation received from the district scrutiny committees with the members, namely 1, 2, 3, 4. Subsection 11 of section 23 of 2017 Act provides stipulates that please take your seats, Mr. Musek. The state level scrutiny committee, also capital, shall have to cause physical verification of all institutions and will also inspect all documents and records produced before it and call for such other records and documents as may be required for the purpose of causing verification. Subsection 12 provides that when there arises differences in between the recommendation of the district scrutiny committee and the physical verification report caused by the state level scrutiny committee, the matter shall be placed before the state level scrutiny committee and the decision of the state level scrutiny committee shall be final. Explanation. For the purpose of said section, the deputy commissioner in relation to districts included in the areas covered under the 6th schedule of the Constitution of India shall mean the principal secretary of the respective council. In the case in hand, the Director of Elementary Education Assam, by its communication number EPD/H/89/2022/28, dated 01/04/2023, through the Standing Council, Department of School, Elementary Education, apprised the court that the case of the petitioner was considered by the state level SLSC in its meeting held on 12/12/2022, and it decided that provincialization of service of one language teacher who is senior most and 2 tutors provincialized again its school in that regard. The said committee instructed the Director of Elementary Education Assam to verify the service records and take necessary steps for cancellation of provincialization of service of the junior language teacher, following all procedure as per norms by giving an opportunity of hearing to the concerned. The said communication of the DE Assam also reflects that the office of the DE found the original records of all related cases and from the office record room, and prepared a list of junior language tutor whose services were provincialized as language tutor by depriving the social science teacher due to incorrect submission of district scrutiny committee recommendation through email by the concerned district elementary education officer Dhubri, and that the process of cancellation of provincialization of services of one junior most language tutor by conducting a hearing is under process. Said communication also reflects that after completion of the process of hearing, the necessary proposal for provincialization of services of the petitioner will be submitted to the government as per recommendation of the SLSC. This communication dated 01/04/2023 of the Director of Elementary Education Assam, placed before the court today, clearly reflects that it did not, the state level scrutiny committee did not perform its duties as provided in subsection 11 and 12 of said 2017 Act, whereas it is the director of the concerned education department heads the SLSC as the chairman. In the case in hand, it is the Director of Elementary Education Assam as the chairman of the SLSC. On the next date fixed, the Director of Elementary Education Assam shall place the up-to-date status regarding the process of cancellation or provincialization of service of the junior most language teachers as provided in the said letter it is 01/04/2023. Okay. Placed on 2nd of May. Only after placing such status of process of cancellation as noted above, initiated by the DE Assam, the subsequent order shall be issued by the court on the next day.
This communication next has referred by your lordship in the order sheet is contrary to the records furnished to us because we have been given a response to the RTI reply.
Hearing is
saying
going
that.
on, right? Hearing is going on. You will get an opportunity. Why do you vote?
My lord, 15, my lord, 15 will be same order, similar.
Any very urgent matter, tell us. This court, otherwise you will not come back at 2. For the obvious reason you know.
I think so that 17 May can be fixed at any other given a fixed date.
What's the matter?
The school is suffering as this year. Constitution Managing Committee is a frivolous petition. We are for I am selected candidate. School is suffering. That is it.
Item 17.
17.
Moizen nasha hoga. हमें तो moizen nasha hoga.
Mr. Sisti.
Another
and
petition
Mr.
file that was also dismissed.
Bokolial, who will be there for the government? I don't know.
Government better. Bokolial lah. 17.
Where is the impugn order?
Though they have not annexed the entire order, my lord, I take also my reply, my lord. My reply, my lord, Annexure 7, page 54.
Matter relates to constitution of the School Management and Development Committee of Masaner Alga High School, Bilasipara District, Dhubri. On the next date fixed, the inspector of the Deputy Commissioner Dhubri as well as the Inspector of Schools Dhubri.
We have instruction, man.
Some instruction we have received from the inspector of school.
Records.
Record. This is not record.
Because as you know what is happening.
That is right. Yes.
Shall place the relevant records regarding the constitution of the assembly of the said school.
Lordship, item number 16 and 23, can it be posted on 10th?
What is the urgency, madam?
23 is an urgent matter
What
regarding
is the urgency? Please tell us.
urgency with appointment of president of SMDC, my lord.
Which school?
School or naam to kaso?
You are saying item number? What is your item?
Item 23.
PMHS school,
PMH.
Miss Borman. Miss Borman. Same order will be followed.
Here we have already produced the record, Lordship, earlier. And Lordship has produced the record here. No, record is with me, but Lordship has already produced it.
Already paid. In the month of December, my lord, 2nd of December, my lord.
No, more years.
Which is the next? Any other matter?
Lordship, item number 22, can it be listed on 10th
What
of
is the
April,
urgency?
Lordship? Lordship, urgency is that petitioner is not getting the pension, Lordship.
Mr. Sisti, I think so. In another occasion, something was passed in order. Remember?
Item 22.
22.
Some pension matters. From which school?
Item 22.
Not school, Lordship, he has been retired as additional director SCRT, Lordship.
SCRT. Who appeared for SCRT?
SCRT B Gogoi, Lordship.
Please this matter.
Earlier, as we are
Reflecting the name of Mr. B. Gogoi, Standing Council SCRT. Because list on 10.
10. Obliged, Lordship.
Yes, where is the record?
Records, the two records are there, Lordship. One from
Have you verified whether it has the signatures of the concerned guardian minister?
That I have not, Lordship. I have not.
Two things you do.
Yes.
You give it to us tomorrow.
Yes.
At least tomorrow.
Yes.
First of all, the name recommended by the school.
Yes.
And the name sign of the given approval by the concerned guardian minister.
Yes.
Whether their names were forwarded or not.
Yes.
Find out.
Yes.
Then we'll see to that.
Yes.
Tomorrow, my lord.
Tomorrow.
May I please, Your Lordship? It's item number 19 and 20 relates to the selection process in the graduate teacher, Lordship. We challenge the ACE criteria, the upper limit. So certain order was passed.
Yes, Lordships, I have given through mail that the commissioner has rejected their claim.
Then Lordship, they may file an affidavit and it may be after the vacation.
In both the cases. Dukhon disa na? 20.
Mr. Sisti.
Yes, Your
It's a very small issue.
Yes.
You can file your affidavit.
Yes.
At the earliest.
Yes.
We'll take it up on 25th.
Yes.
But file your affidavit. Issue is very
Yes,
small.
yes.
Mr. SMC Sisti Standing Council Department of School Education has placed the relevant order. The Secretary of the Government of Assam, the Secondary Education Department, dated 22/03/2023. Whereby the cases of the petitioners have been both the matters or one matter?
Both the matters, Lordship, 19 and 20.
Rejected. Dika, whereby the relaxation of upper age limit of the petitioner has been rejected. The said fact may be brought into the record by whoever an affidavit to be filed by the secretary. Secondary list on at the earliest really list on 25th, or we can make it 25th or 27th. 27. Mr.
Yes, yes,
Sisti,
yes,
take back
Your
your this thing and
yes, I'll file it.
Item 24 may kindly be posted on 27th of April.
What is the matter about?
The selection or recommendation of the president of
Same
Assembly.
SMC.
Which school?
This is Borpata, no?
It is Mazdia Adarsh Vidyapith under Borpata.
It's a high school.
Yes, my lord. Now it is upgraded to high secondary school.
Mazdia High Secondary School. Same, produce a record from the.
Yeah, that IS record I have with me.
You have with me.
Yeah,
Verify it
but-
and tell us on 10th.
10th.
Okay. Verify it and put it on 10th.
Yes.
Because your verification is required. Okay.
আচ্ছা 17 ৰ কিন্তু মই ৰেসপন্ডেন্ট মই যদিও ইপিনে থিয়ৰি মেনশন কৰিব কাৰণে পিটিশনাৰ প্ৰেজেন্ট নাই আগতে আপুনি দিও সৰি মে কিন্তু মই ৰেসপন্ডেন্ট কিন্তু মই ৰেসপন্ডেন্টৰ হৈ পেলাই কিন্তু পিটিশনাৰ এবসেন্ট আছিল কিন্তু কাৰণ মই ইয়াত মেনশন কৰিব উঠিলো ৰাইট So, petitioner কিন্তু নামে টেস্ট মই দিছো কারণ মই খৰদৰ কৰি ইয়াত উঠিলো
মই বিলাক নিম কেনেকে ইমান দাঙি নিম কেনেকে মই এতিয়া এটো পাৰা গৈছা পইচা ৰেকৰ্ড চোৱা ৰেকৰ্ড কেনেকে ৰেকৰ্ড চাই কিবা এটা স্কুলৰ অলপ চাই দিন এই মাইকেলত আছে অলপ এটা দেখাই দিয়া ৰেকৰ্ড পিছ বিচাৰিছে কোৰ্টে
পঢ়া এতিয়া পঢ়া কেতিয়া শিকিব পাৰিবা নহ'লে নোৱাৰিব নে
আছে মোৰ কোৰ্ট আছে মোৰ ৰেকৰ্ড নাম্বাৰ লৈ যাগে মই যাম এই 3 নম্বৰ কোৰ্ট ৰেকৰ্ডৰ বাহিৰে আকৌ এইখিনি মই দাঙিব নোৱাৰো মানুহবোৰে এদিন আহি পেলাই কাৰো খবৰ নাই এতিয়ালৈকে নটিফাই নাপালেগে কোনো খবৰ নাই যে আকৌ কৰিব লাগে এতিয়া দুটা মানুহ লগাম 6,000 টকা চবৰে মানুহে কাম নকৰিলো চবে কমেণ্ট কৰক মানুহ দুটা লগাম আজি এনাৰ্জি সব কেইবিলাক আমি পিডিএফ বনাব সবে টেবলেট কৰিব লাগিব এমত থাকিব এই ঠাই লাগিলে সেইটো